What's the biggest legal scam? College textbook prices in the US. Scammiest of scams ever. College tuition rates too. Google. Whatever text here file type, PDF. I was getting scammed until I saw someone post about library. Have gotten all my textbooks as PDFs since then for free. Funeral plans. Barely any paperwork. Certainly not enough for grieving relatives to ever claim. Just funeral homes in general, you can't tell me a casket is worth $10k. I'm definitely going to put in my will that I wanna be cremated. None of that casket BS for my family members. Excuse me if I'm leaving all my shit and my money to you. Don't waste it all on a box. Just burn me up and toss my ashes in a forest. Once I'm dead, the body ain't me anymore. That's just a shell. I'd see what you'll believe. But I hope I'm going on up to the pearly gates to live it up in style. I'd see what happens to my melted form down in now Erisville. There's no way I'm asking my family to fork over $10k just to bury it in the ground. Put my ass on a wooden raft and shoot flaming arrows at it. Hell, turn it into a game to see who can set the raft aflame. Winner gets a few thousand from my estate. Payday loans. Yep, I'm expecting these to get harsh regulations in my country soon. Scam means dishonest. How are payday loans dishonest? Yeah, they charge exorbitant rates which you have to accept. Or they won't give you the loan. Payday loans might be predatory. But there's nothing scammy about them. Civil forfeiture laws. Law enforcement has the right to seize private property and assets without having to prove you did anything wrong. To get it back you have to prove you are innocent. Knew someone that had their computer seized. Their investigation didn't find anything but they never gave the computer back either. Dude, worse than this. My dad had his new used vehicle stolen. Police found it and kept it for 6 days for investigation. They then charged him $1k per day for storage to get his vehicle back. He could afford to get his car back from the fucking police. What the absolute fuck? They steal billions of dollars every year. Perhaps more than burglars. Predatory tow truck drivers. Scum of the earth MO. Charging $400 plus cash to release your car for misparking in a parking lot is a fucking joke. I know this next part will be more unpopular. It's even more absurd that it's considered grand theft to take matters into your own hands and take the car back yourself. These toll lots can charge whatever they want to hold your car hostage and it's fucking ridiculous. My 1999 Honda CR-V was stolen in 2016 on Thanksgiving weekend. When the police found it I had to pay $200 to get it out of impound. Therefore, getting your car stolen costs the owner $200 in addition to fixing any damage caused by the thief. Jobs not allowing you to work at another place while they don't pay you enough to have a good life you want. In some states it's illegal to fire someone simply for having a second job. It's 20 hours a week. But we require you have open availability. Excuse me? The real scam is that most people need second job to have a good life. Timeshare. My grandparents had a nightmare time with those. My parents are trying to get out of one. It's impossible and the only way to do it seems to be to not to pay and not to respond to collections and wreck your credit. It's a toxic AF contract that has lifetime clauses that somehow will transfer to me once they pass away. Having to essentially pay someone to know how much I owe in taxes so I won't get in trouble with the government that's not supposed to tell me how much I owe. Yup, every time I file, I feel like a kid doing their homework for a teacher who already knows the answers. Except, after hours spent doing my homework, if I get an answer wrong, the teacher fines me $100 S or $1,000 S of dollars. Granted, I am too fucking poor for my mistake to ever bite me like that. But still, our tax reporting system is the stupidest fucking thing. That's another thing that I find strange about us. Why not simplify it? In Sweden we get everything pre-filled with the numbers reported by the employers, banks and so on. If you don't want to change anything, you are done in half a minute. Even with the changes I and most others make. It's a few minutes of changing. MLMS. While pyramid scams are illegal, MLMS are still legal. Mom's losing money. Too big to fail. Too rich to jail. Equality under the law, my ass. Making people pay to be on probation. With probation, you can complete your required classes, treatments, do all your community service hours, report on time every time, and keep a clean record with no violations. But if you fall behind on your payments, you can still get in trouble. Good luck getting early termination if you can't afford to pay off your fees early. Diamonds. They are not very rare. They are not naturally scarce. Other gemstones are rarer. They cost so much because of advertising and a price fixing cartel that keeps the price artificially high and nobody complains. Edit. Typo scarce. And easily synthesized with large diamonds of 10 CT plus after being cut being entirely possible. Honestly, I don't care how much they wanna charge for diamonds. It's very easy to go through life and just not buy them. The cost of furniture in the modern home in the Western Hemisphere. Really? $3 grand for a fucking table? I won't even let my Sims pay those prices. I'm pretty sure all my furniture decorations except our beds came from thrift stores and garage sales. There's a spot like 10 minutes from me. They take old hotel furniture that the hotels are getting rid of during remodeling, then flip it for dirt cheap. The hotels just wanna get rid of it so they don't really care what's done with it. Do you not have IKEA? Hoa feels like a scam. I pay money just for them to tell me I can park my car on the street at night without a parking pass. I pay money just for them to tell me I can park my car on the street at night without a parking pass. What people are paying for is the right to tell others they can't park on the street without a pass. i.e., the right to kick out anyone at any time for any reason. But really it's just for the one reason. Colleges soliciting alumni for donations. Picture yourself buying a car. You buy the car, start paying your auto loan, and then starting 1 year later the dealership alumni office starts calling, emailing and sending letters asking for donations starting at $75 up to however many thousands of dollars you want to send to support current salesmen, customers and interns. You would laugh them right off the phone, right? But it is totally accepted that the place you purchased your education from should ask for more money before you even pay off your student loans. Exclamation point. I gave you $120,000 and you spent it already? Exclamation point. The first time my alma mater called me, I was like, hi there. Look at my major. See where it says journalism? What part of that says I have money to give you? Question mark. They tried to tell me when I bought my last car that the bank needed 4 references. No, you want the names and numbers of 4 people who live nearby, so you can try to sell to them. Fines. Anything illegal that incurs a fine is actually legal. For a price. Big business makes 10 mil breaking the law and gets a 1 mil fine. Take as old as time. Bonus points if the crime generates money and the fine, your profit. The US needs to adopt a percentage fine system instead of the flat rate system. Mega churches. You are now a good person and a member of our clan. You are free to judge others and feel superior. Congratulations. Payments are due every Sunday and make sure you agree with everything we say. See you Sunday, friend. Lobbyists buying politicians. WTF. I'm surprised this isn't ranked higher on the list. It pretty much impacts everything else listed here. Diamonds. They're not rare. They're not precious. The prices are kept up by a cartel. Prison phone calls. They cost a goddamned fortune. Someone needs to go to prison themselves over this. Fortune tellers. Honestly, a lot of people who go know it's all card tricks and theatrics. They just go for the feeling, and a lot of fortune tellers that play up the theatrics usually get a lot more customers. Gullible or not. Some people see it as entertainment and some people like the experience. Send me £100 via Western Union and I'll tell you. I have better advice for £50. But be quick. Offer ends today. Paying for public TV channels. As healthcare. Pay hundreds of dollars every month for health insurance, just so you can have the luxury of paying thousands of dollars more for actual medical treatment. As health insurance. Let's create a system where people have to pay for a service that guaranteed every person will need. Also, let's make it so that there's a middleman in the payment system that fucks both the healthcare consumer and the healthcare provider. So that the only party who actually benefits from this system is the middleman whose only job is to fuck the two parties in the actual transaction of services. Edit. Like seriously. I know it looks like the healthcare providers are charging insane prices. But it's because health insurance companies refuse to pay full price. So the hospital has to charge 5-10x what they actually need to survive. So that when they negotiate with the insurance companies they actually get paid 25-33% what they are charging. The proof is in the pudding. Hospitals and doctors' offices are struggling to stay open and health insurance companies are posting record profits. Establishing credit. You're telling me I have to put myself in debut in order to function in society? Exclamation point. No thanks. Hard agree. And sometimes your credit can suffer from stuff that's not even bad or your fault. Like if a landlord checks your credits to rent you an apartment it goes down. And it's like, what if you're recovering from a bad credit mistake 10 years ago and you can't get housing? And the fact that it takes so long for credits to recover is ridiculous too. But wait, there's more. When you finally pay off that credit card, your credit score will go down. You don't have to put yourself in debt. You pay off the card and use it in place of a debit card. Fake game ads on YouTube that makes you download the app they want, and then you regret it like you regret when fapping. You click on those. ? Get wrecked. This message is sponsored by Rageshit Allergens. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more Reddit videos.